So where are we going?
We are going to the Church Street, at the church as we call it. Tiling is set to start today. We were there yesterday doing the south level, cleaning everything up, so it's a big area, it's a big tile. The glass guy will come and take his final measurements. Then the only thing left at Hammond Street is shower glass, which is set to go in today. Then we'll be done with that project. That will be a wrap up. The Matheson project, just a few things here and there, and then we should be done as well. All right, let's show you guys around church office. Oh, these are the tiles that we're using.
Ooh,
That's fancy.
golden right here.
All right. It's still drying. Some of the though. So we have done scratch coat all over the floor. Some of it is still drying, so I think we should leave the door open. Yeah, so this is like 1,000 square feet. We're doing 48 by 24 tiles. Again, tile is starting today. Ceiling has been painted. Walls have been primed. Once tile is done, after that it's just go for paint, window install, trims, glass, finishing up the bathroom, and then there's final touches. But it seems a lot, but I think it's doable within the time we have. Tiles is the biggest job. Windows should be not even a day. It's not that hard. Then just trims and paint, stuff like that. Electrical. Oh, we have a new panel. Let me show you that. New panel is in. We had it used to be a fuse panel. This is a new 100 amp panel that will run just this office. The electrician have to come back for the wiring, but the panel is in. I'll show you where they got the power from. So the electrical main goes into the basement. They need the hydros coming in for a new meter. They ran that wire all the way down. They had to dig this up. That's why you see this is broken. Dig this up, run their conduit down, and run it into the new panel. That's right here. So exciting news, we'll get power soon. It hasn't had power in a long time. But yeah, a lot of cement because these are bigger tiles and it just requires more cement. This is a washroom. Again, ceilings are painted, pot lights are in. The only thing remaining are switches and exterior plugs and boxes. But we're looking pretty good here. It's gonna be pretty neat. The ceiling looks nice, eh? All the offices have. So the glass will be nice and flush till this edge, probably 12 mil glass, which is pretty thick, which is good for sound reduction. Because it is a boardroom, you do want secret in the boardroom, and this is gonna be personal law offices, so you want the conversations indoors. But yeah, that looks good. Paint samples, so they can pick their paint. It's not as easy as it sounds. Picking paint colors, because you have, in grays, you have like, it's crazy. Let me just tell you that. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Long time.
Long time.
How are you?
I'm good.
Can I get the keys to the basement? That basement, yeah. So me and my dad actually worked on this office, the whole thing. So they want the same size tiles. We couldn't find the same color and design, they wanted the same ones. Same size, he wanted the same size. Only the lines, like you see these lines? These will be glossy on those. So when the light reflects, you'll see like veins. Okay, let me show you the windows.
Only the two of you was working on that?
No, like we had other, like tiling was Tyler's, whatever, right? We were basically the GC. Like what Victor's doing here, we were doing there. Like we do small things here and there. Trunk open. This is our little mixing station. These are the windows, the new windows. You have two, I believe they're 60 inches by 80. or so. This is our patio door. So our patio door will be installed right here. It'll be installed right here. So if they have clear access to the basement. In the future, they will cover this up. So in the winters, it'll be easier for them to go in and out without facing the harsh weather. But yeah, those are the windows. All right, so let's go to Hammond. So we are at the Hammond project. It was a whole house renovation. We have one last thing to go, which is the shower glass. That should be done today. Other than that, it is completely done. Let's start from the start. Basically, you guys probably seen this before. This whole entryway was unlevel. There was water sitting everywhere, and the client wanted to sell the house, and the first impression is when you walk into the house. This does not sell you. If you feel like it's crap here, it won't sell you the house for the price you want. The step was all uneven as well. This is all leveled out. The client put in, this was the client, they put in a new door handle and a new lock. All right, so before, you guys probably saw we had ripped up all the floors. There was carpet here before. We have original hardwood all over the main level, just not the kitchen and the laundry room. This is the main living room. First we went with white painted quarter run, but we switched it to oak and stained it the same color as the hardwood, but it looks much better. The white just stand it out, so we didn't want that. If you look in the laundry room, all tiles, they had, I believe, vinyl before. New tiles, new laundry sink, new paint, new lights, switches. So this is another thing. We switched out all the old school style switches and plugs. You'll see that all around the house. This is the main powder room. We just painted these doors, and it makes a huge difference. If I can get it to open. All right, so you guys probably saw before, we had those ugly looking old school railings. We switched it to the new black pickets and this original PT, no stain, no, just clear coat, so it protects against the weather. But we have that going all around. From the start of the deck to it wraps around the whole deck. We fixed a few steps for the client. The client had some issues with rotting, so if you see they're different colors, so we did put in new steps. Put back the door wasn't hung properly. These few things, the little things like this, change a lot when someone's looking to come buy your house. You didn't have to change the railings, but since you did put in that time and effort, it does pay off later on. When someone's coming to buy a house, right? Yes, they will look at how nice it is, but they will also start calculating the cost for what needs to be changed, what needs to be upgraded. So when you do these things, it kind of helps them out and not doing so much when they move in itself. It helps them out and not doing that later on. It's a lot of work, especially flooring and a washroom. Stuff like those, it's ready to move in. They don't have no hassle. In the future, if they want to do anything, they can do something 2-3 years down the road. So let's go back in. A new chandelier. There used to be a fan there. We just took the fan down and just put a cover plate. So in the future, if they do want to use it for something else, they can. Let's start with the master primary bedroom. They used to have one switch here, right? That was this switch. This switch and the switch there was on a 3-way, but it doesn't do anything. It was unresponsive, did not control the light. When I did put the light in, it would not turn off from the switch. So that was, again, that's an iffy point. If someone does come to buy your house and if they see stuff is not working and the light does not turn off, they would question the other electrical issues in the house as well. This now controls that plug there. So if they do have a side table lamp, they can use that to turn it on and off. We put in a new switch. just for this light. So we went into the attic, changed all the wiring, and we put a new switch that controls this light. Again, those small things, it doesn't take a lot of work, but it shows how much you appreciate someone coming into looking at your house, and you want it to be working in a working condition, so when someone does buy a house, they don't have to go into issues. And another thing, when people do get, if they get inspectors in here, a home inspector, if that's one of the clauses when you're buying a house, and they see these issues, it raises red flags. If that raises red flags, it could be a lot delaying process in someone purchasing the house, end up you having to remortgage the house for another 5 years or so. So that could be a lot of financial issues with that. So it's better to catch these things initially. This is the master bath, primary bath, sorry. Previously it was carpet, a small tiny shower, and a tub that I don't even know you can use it as a tub. So this is the new shower area. The glass will be installed today. There's going to be a door on this side, a fixed panel on this side. We have a freestanding tub or an island tub, as they say. New vanity, new toilet, new mirror, and we made them a custom shelf. It needs a touch of paint, but that's it. This room as well, new light fixtures, new plugs, new paint. The rooms weren't touched as much, just paint and light fixtures and switches. They didn't want to do flooring on the top floor, which I don't think a lot of people do like them. People like carpet in their bedrooms, so. So this is just another shot of the new railings. The old ones just didn't look as pleasant. So we decided to change those as well. You get a nice view into the kitchen, the basement area, new paint on all the windows and doors, which looks pretty neat as well. Didn't do much in the backyard. I think it's pretty, whoever wants to use it, they use it themselves and they want it in their own way. So like I said before, new solid steps, because that could cause an inspection issue, because that is dangerous, it's not safe. Again, that could cause problems for the clients. Again, you guys probably know from the vlogs that our initial plan was just to do some paint, some touch-ups here and there. But as we started the project, we felt like in order to get the price that they want, they would probably have to do a little more work. That's why the client and our company decided to go ahead with and start doing some flooring that would increase the value, the master bath, the railings, bring them close to the price that they want, and I believe it will. Overall, it was a fun project. We have worked for this client before. Their home in Toronto, which they moved out from. So they called us back for the reno of this house, which they're trying to sell. They do trust us, so that's what we're back here. We try to make it as easy as possible as we can and try to make sure that the client is satisfied at the end of the day, which they are. They appreciate what we do and they know we're good at it. So if they ask us for extra help, of course, if it's not in the contract, but we still do it, but it just shows our commitment towards the project, right? It might be small things. Me and the client had to figure out some of the breakers, some of the plugs were not working. Again, I took time out of my own day and just to help them out, just to ease off the pressure. We have the knowledge, so we might as well share it with them. Again, I'm sure Victor has much more to say on how the client feels, and if we could get the clients on camera, that would be better. But I'm not sure about that. I can't promise you that. So we'll hear back from them. Cool.